What's up FPL gaffers, welcome back to my channel for another FPL video. This is my team selection video, and in this video I am in a dilemma whether to play my wild card or to go with the same team that I have. Haaland is still yellow flagged and I don't know whether I should play my wild card or even triple captain Haaland. Now before I take you through my team selection video, I have started a league for all the FPL managers on this channel. The code is down below for you. Please join the code just to make it fair to everyone. I have started the point system from Gameweek 6, so don't worry if you are a late starter to FPL. Everyone is going to have a fair chance at winning this league, and whoever wins this league at the end of the season, that's in May, will get a special mention on the channel, or you will get a chance to send in a video to my channel where I will upload it for you and tell me how your season went and how you got this chance to win this league in FPL. Now, the aim of this video is to get to 50 likes. So if you get to the end of the video, please hit that like button down below. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button and share it to as many FPL gaffers as you can. And let's jump into my team selection video. So to take you through my team selection video, I have gone with Robert Sanchez in goal. Again, I'm in a dilemma whether to hit that wild card or not. Haaland's still yellow flagged. I am about 70% in a dilemma. I am going to hit, if Haaland is still actually yellow flagged, I might hit the wildcard button, or I might just not really roll the transfer because I've already made the transfer. I might just go with this team. In a game week, I'm chasing the 5th green arrow in FPL. It might actually turn out to be a red arrow because a lot of you amazing managers are using a chip in this game week. So to start off with, Robert Sanchez is in goal. Of course, some of you must be wondering, wow, he got a red card in the last game. How is he eligible to play in this game? Let me explain to you how. He did get a red card in the 5th minute for a clear denial of a goal scoring opportunity against Manchester United. But because Chelsea had a midweek fixture against Lincoln City and won it 2-1, he did serve the suspension in that match, so he is available and eligible to play in the Premier League for this match against Brighton. Now, whether he's up for selection or not under Enzo Maresca is a different question, but looking at Philip Jorgensen, I don't think he's ready to start a Premier League match. Chelsea could have avoided the second goal if he had come out and punched the ball clear from the 6-yard box, but he chose to stay on the goal line. Chelsea concede the second goal. We lose because of that second goal. And I think Robert Sanchez will play this match against Brighton and Hove Albion, which is at home for Chelsea. My defense goes with this lineup. I have picked up Mickey van der Ven. He is playing Wolves at home. Of course, like I said, Thomas Frank has improved this Tottenham defense. Wolves again is in the bottom 3, so it looks like Tottenham might keep that clean sheet. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like Tottenham have the capabilities against a team like Wolves. I'm not doing so well in attack. Strand Larsen is now back into that Wolves team. That is the only scare for that Tottenham team, but I am going with Van der Ven in my starting 11, so he makes it into the team. Nico Williams does then make it into the team as well. Of course, Nottingham not doing that well in keeping clean sheets, but he did get the return. Of course, I'm not playing my wild card like I said. That is why I'm going with the team that I have. Nico Williams has a home fixture against Sunderland, a newly promoted team. Of course, he did return in the last match, so hoping he does return in this match while he is in my first 11. so I can get those points from Nico Williams. My third defender, because I'm going with a 3-4-3, is Anderson from Fulham, and they play Aston Villa away. Again, Fulham look like a very strong defense. Anderson, a DEFCON monster, has picked up DEFCON points in almost every match that he's played. Aston Villa not showing that they are a strong attacking team. Of course, they did win the match in the Europa League against Bologna 1-0. It was a John McGinn goal. Nothing coming from their main attackers in Ollie Watkins or Rodgers from most of you FPL gaffers who own them. But I'm looking from another clean sheet, probably from Fulham. When you play players like Anderson or Senesi or Tarkowski, these players are most likely, because of the DEFCON points, likely start on 4 points, which is 60 points, 60 points, sorry, where did I get that from? 2 points for minutes played, that is if they play 60 minutes and above without coming off with an injury or being subbed early, you get 2 points, and then 2 points for hitting that DEFCON threshold of making either 10 defensive contributions. So as a defender, Senesi, Anderson or Tarkowski are usually magnets to these points, so they usually start you on 4 points if they play the whole match. So that is why I have gone with Anderson in this back three. Moving on to my midfield, I have gone with Bruno Fernandes, and he is playing Brentford away. Again, Brentford away for Bruno Fernandes looks like a strong fixture. Manchester United, again, in bits, playing well. Again, when it comes to teams like Brentford, they do show that they lack that quality. Of course, again, newly assembled squad, they have got in Benjamin Sesko, who's not firing on all cylinders. Bryan Mbeumo, I must say, he is doing quite well. The only Manchester United player apart from Bruno Fernandes, I can say, is putting in the efforts, showing that he can play all the 90 minutes, is on some set pieces. But Bruno Fernandes does make the team because he is on penalties. I don't need to worry about when the Manchester United team sheet comes out. Bruno Fernandes is very likely to be there in the team. So he makes it in my midfield 4. My next player is again a player who I do not need to worry about, is on penalties because Kluivert is struggling to make it into that Bournemouth team. It is Antoine Semenyo, and he is playing a newly promoted team. Of course, the game is away to Leeds, and if Antoine Semenyo can keep some consistency, he will come up with some points as well. You can look to even captain Antoine Semenyo in this game week if you do not have Salah and you've already gone early like I have, and now Haaland's a doubt. If Haaland you think is not going to play for some reason, I am very confident Haaland is going to play. But if you think Haaland is not going to play for some reason, then Antoine Semenyo could be a good captaincy option. My next pick is Moises Caicedo. I had brought him in for Mohamed Salah because I had to sell Salah for Erling Haaland earlier in the week. I went very early on these transfers, and then Haaland has been yellow flagged, but I'm not worried about it. The only thing that puts me a step back is the triple captaincy. I was looking to save my wild card for after the international break, and also to play my triple captain this game week. But the yellow flag on Erling Haaland has kept me back from playing this triple captain. Moises Caicedo, again, playing Brighton, the team he's come from to Chelsea, is again another player, like I said, reminds me of N'Golo Kante in that Chelsea team. He is everywhere on the pitch, will get those DEFCON points. Let's see if he can add a goal to his game again. Has scored 2 goals already in the Premier League. Hoping for my team's sake he does the same. He is in competition with Tijani Reinders at the same price point. So Tijani Reinders slightly more higher owned then Moises Caicedo, hoping Caicedo can get me some points and I can climb and get that green arrow again. And my next midfielder pick in that 4 midfield slot is Dewsbury Hall. He plays West Ham United at home. Again, a home fixture. West Ham not doing that well. Dewsbury Hall, I have to be mindful about him. He is on 4 yellow cards already. Last game week took a yellow card for taking the free kick early. I've never seen that in the Premier League, but it is what it is. Dewsbury Hall does still make it into my squad against a West Ham side where there are rumors, or it might be likely, where after the international break, West Ham do sack Graham Potter and probably go for Nuno as their new coach. Now, my front three are Richarlison, who is playing Wolves at home. Again, Richarlison looks like, for those who are not on free hit or wildcard this game week, he looks like a big differential for me. Like I said earlier in my videos, if you've not checked my videos out earlier or in the past, go and check them out. I did say try and have a template team, but also have your differentials that can take you up the ranks. For me, Richarlison is that differential. I've had him for the last 2 game weeks. I brought him in on my 2 free transfers when I'd saved them in game week 3, if I'm not mistaken. I had brought him and Brennan Johnson. I did cut my losses on Brennan Johnson. Didn't manage to keep Richarlison. He returned for me last game week, hoping he can do the same for me this game week against Wolves. And my next pick is João Pedro. Again, another player coming from Brighton to Chelsea, hoping he can get me a return as well. Is good on corners. He does have a perfect timing to jump and head the ball into the back of the net on corners. So that is why João Pedro, very highly owned as well. I don't want to go against him, which is why I have put him in my starting 11. Has the vice captaincy armband in case Erling Haaland doesn't play. And my final pick into the team, a player very highly owned, a player most of you FPL gaffers are getting him either on wildcard or on free hit because he's playing in a home fixture against a newly promoted Burnley. No, Burnley, again, not very good data defensively, which is why a lot of you have pivoted from Salah to Erling Haaland just to probably captain him or to triple captain him in this game week. I have got Erling Haaland as well. He makes my squad. He is yellow flagged with a back issue, but I don't think that should be a major issue, especially because he has had a rest in the midweek fixture against Huddersfield. So I think Erling Haaland will play. He's got my captaincy armband, and let's see if this can get me a green arrow in this game week. Now, moving on to my bench, I've got Dubravka, who play Man City away on the bench. Mark Guehi, again, I am slightly torn on this one. I didn't want to bench Mark Guehi, especially because Crystal Palace are unbeaten in about 14 or 15 matches, and some of them have come in the last season's FA Cup win against Man City in the final, and then the Community Shield against Liverpool as well. They are now playing Liverpool at home at Selhurst Park. I did bench him because the likes of Isaac now have come into that Liverpool team. Liverpool looking strong, are scoring last minute goals, so I have kept Mark Guehi on the bench. El Hadji Diouf is my next player on the bench, playing Everton away. Because it's an away fixture, I have again kept Diouf on the bench. Hopefully he doesn't go massive like he did the last time on my bench. And my final player on the bench is Potts. Has struggled to make an appearance in the team since he played against Chelsea, but again playing Everton away, which is why he is on my bench. Now, I have run this team through Fantasy Football Hub, and it does give me a game week or a team rating of 84% this game week, which is a bit low. I know a lot of you are using your wildcards, so you will have a higher team rating than mine. But 84%, I'm happy without using a chip. I'm planning to save my chips just in case the international break brings us surprises or injuries. I have kept my wildcard for that. And my predicted points for this game week are 63.8. Again, I'm happy with that 63.8. It could be more, it could be less. I'm willing to take the risk, hoping I get a green arrow. If you've not joined my league, guys, the code is in the slide. Please join the league, and I will see you for another video on my channel on Monday. Before I leave you, please help the channel, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share to as many FPL gaffers as you can. 50 likes, just 50 likes is the aim of this video. Hoping you can take me to those 50 likes. I will see you on Monday for another FPL video on my post-match or post-game week analysis. Peace.